got that part going.
All right.
Alrighty. It is Monday afternoon, and we are doing the last part of our legacy interviews. And I am here with the one, the only, one of the OGs of the Sexton family, and now the legacy. State your name, please.
It's Ginger Douglas, aka Miss Ginger Sexton.
Going baby. Well, not really, but thank you for making time
Of
for doing this
course.
interview.
Yeah.
I know everyone's very busy. So my name is Jasmine Essex, and I am doing this docu series because one of the reasons is because when I came down for the memorial celebration, and I was looking around the room and noticing like God, Walter's in this room for real. Like I could feel the energy. But then listening to y'all and like seeing y'all all interact and like form and like I was real overwhelmed and I was like, what am I going on? I was like, I can't take anymore. I was just so overwhelmed with like this love of Walter because it shows in the years that he was there that he built this beautiful dynasty, this beautiful, beautiful dynasty of boys and girls, entertainers who came from everywhere, didn't know jack shit about anybody,
Yep.
and became family. And I saw that in an instant. And like, that's what I saw. And that's what I continue to see. And I knew once I went to the barbecue and hung out all night and got drunk and hosted a wet boxer contest and just had a great time. You know what I mean? Like, and that's when I was like, I came back to where I was staying. I was like, I'm moving here. I'm like that was amazing. I'm like, I love the energy here. And then we went to an energy fair, and the monk told me everything that was happening the whole time. Like I was just like, "What?" She's like, "You're meant to be here." I'm like, "Okay, yeah." And so throughout the years, I was trying to think of something to do, you know, and I never really, I knew I wanted to do something big. I knew it was going to be a tribute to Kiara and what she's done through y'all and what y'all continue to do through her. And like everybody was like, documentary, 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 documentary. And I'm like, we were long and boring and like even if I like chop it up, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be like interesting. So when I finally got verified on YouTube, um, these kids need to be seen and like that's what I keep saying. I'm like, you know, that's why I want to do this. I'm like, it's not just because I want to showcase y'all like ta-da. No, it's like I want people to see that there's beauty in the world and that beauty came from what I passed down to Walter, what they passed down to me. You know what I mean? Like it's still here. And you guys are so like carrying on that legacy. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to the ends of the earth and back. Like, thank you. Thank you. And I'm so happy and honored to be doing this. And like, I want to do it right. And I feel like it's going to be great. And I got the support for it. And the ideas that are coming out now was just like how it's separating. And I got I paid for the good, you know, apps, you know, so I can edit right and on the
Sure.
computer and everything. So like, I'm really looking forward to it.
All right.
So tell me about you. What do you do? Who you are? Where do you fall in the family tree?
Oh wow. All the questions
Yeah.
all at once. Okay. Okay, I currently reside in Los Angeles, California. Um,
Do you live
I
here?
yeah, I'm in West Hollywood, so I guess I should be technical. The gay city
You
of
almost.
angels. Exactly. Um,
Angel.
uh-huh. I have been with the family. Venus and I were both born on the same day, so little salt and pepper babies were little twins. We're the only twins in the
Ah,
group.
yes. I love that.
So I can definitely say that. Gosh, it's been, I don't even remember how long ago. It's just been years upon years that we've been, part of the family,
OG.
the OG.
OG.
Um,
Did you have to audition? I
oh,
heard about
yeah.
this audition. I
Oh,
heard
my
about this
God.
audition. And I was like, fuck did she come up with that? I'm like,
Well,
and I
it,
thought
I
about it.
think
And I'm
that
like,
was
I said, okay, I see where she got that from.
that was half her and half Christian because I mean, at that point too, Christian was also just as involved in everything as she was, and since his name was also on everything, tied into everything, he also wanted, I think, have a hand in stuff. So we definitely had to uh, audition, and it wasn't just like a one night like kick your legs up in the air, like throw your wig around and make sure. No, it was like over a series of weeks where we had to like show up to the clubs, show up to everywhere dressed to the nines, make sure that we were like spot on from head to
Oh my
toe.
god.
If we performed, we had to have our tipping outfits as well as change of outfits, making sure that like we looked pristine, from wig to shoe, no tears, no nothing. If you performed, your wig couldn't fall off. Like, I mean, there was a lot. But I remember the night that they did it, it was at Charlie's, and it was after one of the shows that Venus and I were in, and I know that they like took us both aside in that front room where there's a pool table there, and they adopted us both at that point in time, and that's when our starting of the legacy began.
It's so funny that you said um, how the audition process happened because that was every day for us, like in South Texas. That's how I was taught. I like when I started. Like I came out of the bars at 15 in San Antonio at the Paper Moon, which would then became Eat, and then became something else. And yeah, like it was. I was there at the OG San Antonio bar, across from the Boston Exchange. And I was 15, and like I was just a baby gay in the bar, just like out of Corpus Christi, just like everyone was so inviting and like just wow, like like it was just I felt at home. And the first time I saw a transsexual on stage, I didn't even know what that was. You know what I mean? I just knew
Yeah.
gay, lesbian, and drag queen and transvestite. I knew the difference, but I've never heard of a transsexual before. So we were kind of tipsy. Underage people don't drink and drive. They don't drink in bars. Um, I said, "Who's that girl on stage?" She was like singing this song, and I was she's singing Adam, and they were like, "It's not a girl. That's one of the performers." And I'm like, "I thought drag show." I was so confused, and they were like, "No, honey." They're like, "Poor thing." They're like, "That's Sandy Andrews. She's a transsexual." And I never heard the term before. But when they said it, something came over me, like something hit me like a record ball, and it clicked in my head. And when I was like, but meeting Walter um, changed my life. It completely changed my life. You know, I met him at a time when it was a dark place. During the court stuff, and I'm not going to talk a lot about it because I want to talk to the family first. So I knew something was going on. It was crying and young in the bar, and we weren't even open. And I'm like, that's when I knew that this kid was going to be in my life forever. And that's what family was. And he was beautiful at it. Oh my God. So beautiful. And so, like his last year, he was a kind of, I introduced him to the club, and, I was like, he's a minor, but, I got him. If he's messy and stupid, I got him. I'll take care of him. And, he was great. You know what I mean? And we went to the trial. He graduated, and then he came to stay with me for the summer into like that fall. And then that winter is when he met Christian. And when he met Christian, I knew. I just the way he talked to him and the way that he would look at him and the way that Walter would just see Walter just different. And then I was like, oh, I'm like, and then there was Matthew. I was like, oh, I look at you. So the dynamic was there, and like we all kind of she intertwined with the family, and yeah, like we were there for that. And I remember Walter just holding me, and he's like, "I'm so glad I met you." And I'm like, I'm so glad that we all met each other." And like, it sucks that we have to be here for this. I mean, but we have to remember, like who we are in our family. Yeah. And the next night, they came in with this book, and I just knew, like I knew, because I had heard Christian and his brother talking about Colorado and the job and blah blah blah. I'm just I didn't pay attention to it, but I heard it. They walked in. I was like, "Hey, nice dinner." And they're like, "Mom, we need to talk to you." And I'm like, "You're pregnant?" Like, no, damn it. Could have got a lot of money on Maury. Like, no. He's like, "Jerry." And I'm like, "Harry." I was like, "What's up?" And Christian's still here, watched here. And like they were hesitating, like they were both gonna start saying something that would stop. And I'm like, "Y'all are moving to Colorado." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Come on, guys. I mean, like, you don't have to ask me." And he's like, "But I mean, your mom, and you showed me everything. You told me, don't go on stage unless you know your words and you can sing them without the music. That was my first rule. That was what I was told. And they were told,
Mm-hmm.
don't get on that stage unless you can sing me the song right now." And I was like, "Tú hiciste estar allá." And they were like, "What?" They didn't expect the Spanish. So yeah, they were like, "This one we gotta watch." So I mean, I told Walter, I was like, "No." I'm like, "You have the potential to be great. Like you can do things that girls can do. You're beautiful as a boy, and your energy." I'm like, and in makeup, like we didn't do any makeup or anything yet. I'm like, but I can see it. And like performing, I'm like, "Oh my God." I said, "But you're not gonna step on a stage until you know your words." And he came back that next morning. He said, "Mom, it's 12 past midnight. Don't close your eyes. I got you real." I said, "Fuck you." He started. He'd be out for some your love. 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, bitch. That got me. And that really got me, and I knew that Walter was going to be amazing and great, you know. Helped him his first talent night, won it, killed it. Everybody was like, "Who's?" And we had just finished watching the movie Xanadu. And he was like, "I love that movie thing." I'm like, "I told you." I'm like, "It's all about the music." And like, "I get to live in with John." I'm like, "Oh my God." He's like, "I love her name, Kiera." And I'm like, "It's Kira." It's like, "That's what I said." I'm like, "No, she's like Kiera. That's Kira." Never mind. Okay. So that's how the name came.
I love
Um,
that.
and her, you know what I mean? And she did. She did. You know, the empire, the dynasty, the legacy, the love, the brotherhood, the sisterhood that is the Sexton family.
The
And I think,
stubbornness, the pain in the ass.
and you know what? I'm noticing, and I see it in the movies, and I see it in the group chats. That's what family is. It is, And so, yeah, seeing the family dynamic with you guys, it's there are no words. There are no words. And doing these interviews, I want everyone to see who y'all are as people, to hear the stories, to go to your Facebook page, to go to your Instagram. You know what I mean? And to see how this legacy began. To see you in the group chat. You know what I mean? And I'm telling all the OGs this, but
Love that. Love that.
you know. So, do you have any questions for me?
No, not at all. It's nice to hear, some of the background of even just Walter becoming Kira, 'cause it's not something that we really got. It was just like she was the
She
mother,
came
she
here.
was
She
the
was fierce.
storm. Yeah, she was like bam, and like that was it. There was like It was like BK and AK. It's like before Kira and after Kira, and there's nothing in
He
between.
was
So
he
it's
was
like,
so he was so scared when he told me. He's like, I don't know if I want to go, and I'm like, baby. I was like, and I want you to hear this too. You two over there, Matthew. I know you're listening. I was like, I know you're scared. You should be scared. But this man here loves you. I was like, I see it. I feel it right now. I'm not even looking at him. I'm like, and what are you gonna do here? You're gonna get him stuck here. It's not gonna be a long distance relationship because they'll never last, ever, ever, in any kind of world. I don't care what y'all. But y'all have love. I was like, go take the 4 years that you've learned here in this entertainment industry, take it over there and start over. I'm not gonna
yeah.
know anybody. I'm not like, you're gonna know you. I was like, and you're gonna be you, and you're gonna be great. I'm like, and if you're scared, call me. I just got a cell phone. They just came out. It just came out. I'm gonna call me. You know, I'll be there. I'm gonna be in Virginia. You know, while you're in Colorado. You know, let's meet up and do trips. You know, and throughout the years, you know, we stayed in touch. You know, and we would have our chats, and you know, he was like, you know, oh, I have one of the girls that want to say that take your name, and I'm like, what? Where'd that come from? He's like, she's sitting right here, but she don't want to take it until she gets your blessing. And I was like, that's when I'm in Angelina, Joel, and my actually came down that summer to see me. He's like, I was here for a convention, and I want to have lunch with you. And I'm like, I'm canceling everything. Yes, let's do it. And I spent the whole afternoon with him, and it was a great, it was great, And then I got to meet the boys in the conference in San Antonio, and getting to meet y'all throughout the years, and meeting y'all for the memorial celebration, and I love it. I love it, and I'm so proud. I'm so honored that I'm part of this family.
Same.
But
It's a great
y'all crazy, and I love it.
honey. Why do you think I'm in a different fucking state?
Hell, we might even get a little series out of this.
I mean, it would be. I mean, that would be Walter's getting his last laugh for sure. Damn.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's
I've been really wanting. I'm sorry, that I haven't like reached out or whatever. Like life, you know what I mean. But I mean, I knew all of y'all. At one point, I knew everybody's names, but then so many names started popping up everywhere, and I'm like,
oh Lord
we
Jesus.
need a
And
family
now,
tree. I was
honey,
like,
and
we
then
need a family tree.
all of us have the honey. That would be a family forest because one tree can't hang on all these motherfuckers.
I'm like,
Let's
no.
be real.
That's why I said the OGs, their
Yeah,
kids, and I said
yeah,
I'm allowing two of their kids. That's it legally. I was like, the other
yeah.
ones are all pawns. Then let's
God.
improve themselves
Mm,
until they know their words. They will not step on stage.
yeah.
They're different, interesting from what I've been kind of seeing and listening to.
Yep. The new gen is definitely a lot different than the old. I mean, like, I think, drag's also changed since even God when we first
It's
started. I mean,
RuPaul.
Venus and I like started when we were 17 sneaking in the bars. The craziest shit is Venus and I and one of our friends, Belladonna, all had the same fake fucking ID. It was a bigger, heavier set white dude. And they still let Venus in with that ID. And she is not white at all. I'm like, how the
Don't you
hell?
love the '80s?
Girl, I was like, what the fuck? And like, okay, I remember going to BJ's Carousel one night to actually go see Walter perform, and they wouldn't let me in because I was the third one that had the fake. I was like, this is the most fucked up.
Yeah, someone crossed his head.
I'm like, hello, you're gonna let her in, but not me. I was like, whatever. So I stayed outside crying, and then Walter came out and like comforted me, and then snuck me in the back.
Of course, of course. I wonder where he got that from.
I mean, it all makes sense now.
I, would- I, I would bring it in. When there would be nice, literally, it would be pat at the front door, and like our club got so popular, like instantly, because these people from Mexico came, bought a big old warehouse, gutted it out, put a bar, put a dance floor, put a whole bunch of lights. Said, "Who am I hiring?" Literally hired one person. From that one person, she said, this person DJ, this person, like all of us, our little group started UBU in Corpus Christi. And within that summer, oh, everybody was coming like straight, like coming from McAllen. Like, I mean, they were coming because the people were from McAllen. So, and we would go down there. So it was going back, you know what I mean? Well, cops got a hold of it, and they were like, check an ID, and everybody was getting drunk. 2 what? Like that. I mean, like, so I was like, so they were nice. I'd be like, once we go to the back. I was like, when I say stay here, well, say go to the office, go to the office because they're doing rounds. I'm gonna get you caught. So, yeah, we had those moments, and those are moments that I grew up on. So like
Yeah,
it was fun to like pass that on to him. I'm glad he got passed it on to y'all.
yeah, absolutely.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that's
thank you,
fun.
thank you, thank you,
Yes,
thank you.
thank you. It's been a
Wait, wait,
pleasure. It's been
wait.
fun.
Some questions. Some missing person reports I might have.
Oh
Some
gosh, God.
questions about.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just wait. When you open that, it's gonna be the Morris show. It might even be Ricky Lake. Who knows?
Ricky. Yeah,
Maybe even
grandma,
Jerry at some
grandma.
point, honey. I
But they
love
will
it.
be answered.
Okay, exactly.
Thank you, thank you. And send me your links, whatever you want connected to your profile. I will also if I'm not, I'm pretty sure I'm connected to most of yours.
Sounds
So
great.
awesome, thank you,
Of
and you
course,
have a
honey.
great week.
You too, Mama. We'll talk soon.
Very soon. Me and
Yes.
Manny are already getting together the poll for what day we're gonna have this group chat.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
Thank you, besos.
Bye.
Bye.